Hello, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all good. Thank you for joining me today. This video's topic today is going to be a little bit different to the usual fitnessy topics that we've been running through. I put a post up recently on my Instagram talking about people's opinions of you and letting them affect you. Now, obviously, I do believe it's easier said than done to not care what people think, and to reach that status of being able to do that. That's the perfect position that you want to be in, because all throughout, being young, I used to let people's opinions get to me. I used to worry about what people think about me. And I think everybody growing up, especially at a young age, comes across that in some kind of form, even if it's a tiny amount or a minor amount. The ability to completely not care and disregard what they say is a very good position to be in. And obviously this video is not a manual guide on how to be able to do that. I just thought I'd share some of my experiences as I've grown up, some of the stuff that I've heard, and what I basically do now, because I personally think, and this is not to brag or show off or anything like that, but I'm in a position now where I don't really have anxiety at all. The only anxiety I really get is if I'm about to do a heavy set of deadlifts, which is a good anxiety, but I don't walk anywhere, into places, a gym, a nightclub, anywhere with anxiety of, the fear of what others think. And it's a very calm, peaceful place to be. And I really only think I've achieved that in the last since the pandemic. I really started working on myself, taking a look inside and sorting out insecurities, which we all have, that might stem from growing up. And it's just about dealing with them and being okay with them. And I personally feel now that at this point in my life, at 25, I can happily say I sit here and I can walk anywhere without caring what people think. Even starting the YouTube back in October, I'd walk in a gym, new atmosphere, new environment, loads of people, a little bit of anxiety, but the confidence was kind of there on the outside. But now it's about having that deeper level of confidence inside that shows through, and to be comfortable talking to the camera. I was absolutely useless at talking to the camera, and now I feel that I've developed that a little bit, and that just comes from being calm in myself. Obviously I still get times where I stutter and this and that, but that's just natural. I don't feel anxious about that. It just is what it is. Things that I've heard growing up, people used to say to me, you haven't got no legs, you just train upper body. So I went away, I used that as fuel, and I hammered legs for years, and now they're my strongest part of my body. I'm known for training legs. I pull in clients for being able to help clients build their legs. If I'd have let people get me down back then and not done nothing about it and think, oh, they're taking the mick out of me, blah blah blah, I wouldn't have got nowhere. It's always about using what people say as fuel, not to prove them wrong, but just to improve yourself. I had an old boss say to me, you can never earn, he's in the construction industry, lovely man, really get on with him, no bad blood there whatsoever. But we had a conversation once because I was doing some work with him and I didn't really enjoy it. I was doing it alongside PT, and he sat me down and he said, Luke, you'll never earn any money in your industry. You'll never earn any money in your industry. And I remember them words so firmly. And in that meeting where I was sitting down with him, I thought, you're wrong. I knew he was wrong, and he didn't think he was, but he's obviously in construction, so there is good money in that. He owns a construction company. There is money in any industry. The ability to work relentlessly every day, consistently over years and years, will dictate whether you're going to earn money in your industry or not. You can earn money through anything these days. So that's another thing that's driven me to be in this position where I am now. Obviously, I'm still building up. I'm not a millionaire, but we'll get there. But I could have sat there and been upset and taken his words for gospel and thought, yeah, there's no money in my industry. It's just a belief. It's all about what you believe in yourself. And I try not to get too happy when others compliment you. That's fine. Thanks for your compliment. It's great. But it's all about how you feel in yourself and how confident and how good you feel in yourself. Compliments from others are great. Take them in, appreciate them, move on. With that same token, if someone says XYZ, you're fat, you're short, you're this, you're that, in one ear and out the other. But I understand that is very hard to implement. But the reason people let it affect them is because they're not 100% happy from within, from deep inside, and they then think about these comments about them and they start second guessing. Am I fat? Am I short? Am I not good enough? You need to wake up every day and tell yourself you are good enough, not have a big ego and shout from the rooftops, I'm the bollocks, I'm this, I'm that, but just to feel it within yourself. And that is what I believe will help you to not care about what other people say about you. If I had listened to what other people say about me, this is how I think of it now. Am I really going to let someone's opinions of me dictate what I can and can't do? That's going to affect the future of my children when I do eventually have them, and my family down the line. That's going to affect my financial position to be able to take care of them. Am I going to let the opinions of someone who I don't even know, don't even really care about, am I going to let them affect me creating a future for myself? Absolutely not. It's all about building a future for myself and my family. So there's no need to worry. And I understand it is easier said than done. And I'm just trying to tell you in this video kind of what I've done to be able to come away from that and not have anxiety about what people think. One thing that I would say is huge, and I have had a couple of people comment on my Instagram, can you please talk about mental health and helping with depression and stuff like that. I'm not an expert or anything like that. I just want to give you what I have gone through eventually in another video and how I got through it. And there was a previous video that was the timeline of where I started work-wise. We did touch up on a little bit of mental health, but we didn't dive too deep into it. But one thing I will say is now, breath work is one of the most important things I've done in being able to not care what other people think or say about me. So breath work in terms of meditation, etc. As soon as you say meditation, someone, can't be asked, they throw it out the window. One thing you need to understand is meditation is not an overnight process. You don't go to the gym, get in shape within a day. You don't have a hard session in the gym, wake up absolutely jacked off your nut. It doesn't happen. It's 3, 6, 9, 12 months, 3 years of being consistent relentlessly day in, day out on working at your craft. Meditation is similar. Controlling your breath is similar. You need to get good at it over time and be consistent with it. Now, I'll tell you this, I haven't actually done any meditation for probably about 6 weeks now, but I haven't felt the need to because I feel at peace and I feel calm within myself. But if I do start to feel the anxiety or stress is coming in, then I simply do some in the morning. But I do actually still practice breath work in the mornings, not a full-on meditation, but just controlling my breaths, 10, 15, 20 deep breaths in and out, because we're all so worried about the past and the future. The ability to live now and not stress about the past or the future is huge, and it ties in well with not caring about what other people say about you. There are so many people out there, including myself, and I've done this, thinking about the past. I'm not going to let my past affect my future anymore, and my future is dictated by living in the moment now. And living in the moment now is improved by controlling my breath work and doing the meditation and being at peace in myself, and it helps out with work. Because if you can talk to someone, if you've got the gift of the gab, and my dad has it anyway, my dad's always had that side to him. I'm a bit of an introvert, but I'm a bit of an extrovert. Once I get chatting, I can get going, but I have to feel confident to do that. But that's why I'm better at it in this last year, because I feel more confident in myself because of the breath work. But if you've got the gift of the gab, you can get anywhere in life. You can talk to people. That is communication is one of the main things that will help you get far in life. So I want to improve how well I can communicate to people, but also to the camera and therefore the world because of YouTube. So the main thing I would say is start with breath work, control your breath. That can help rid of any anxiety, and that can, I won't say the phrase control your brain, because I don't feel that you shouldn't be trying to control your thoughts. I believe it comes from a subconscious level in being so relaxed that your thoughts don't dictate how you feel emotionally. The thoughts will come and go. The brain is such a powerful tool, and I've really studied a little bit on diving deep into different parts of the brain and what they do. I don't think you can sit there and control your thoughts. People overthink all the time, but the breath work will indirectly help you relax the brain to not try and control your head. I'm going to wrap that video up there. Hope you enjoyed that, ladies and gentlemen, guys and girls. Hope you found something to take away from that, and enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll catch up in the next video.